Let's re-rank the remaining 16 teams in the NCAA baseball tournament as we head into the Super Regionals. For reference, this was taking their original seeding done by the committee and then moving them based on regional performance only, not based on their entire body of work. All right, moving up to number 1 with Vandy and Texas out is Arkansas. The Razorbacks went undefeated through regionals, took down Creighton twice and pretty convincingly. Auburn moves into the 2 spot, took down NC State 11-1 in the regional final. Ike Irish hit 500 on the weekend. Pretty big offensive performance in the final to put up double-digit runs after a couple of 3-4 run differential games. North Carolina is up at 3. They did lose a game to Oklahoma, but definitely had a tough regional, and I think the Tar Heels are looking really good right now. Won by 10 runs in Game 2 of the regional finals. Gavin Gallagher was automatic all weekend, hitting over 720 with 3 bombs, and Jake Knapp sure looked like the ACC pitcher of the year. Didn't give up a run in 8 innings pitched. I have FSU at 4. The Seminoles swept through regionals, 2 wins over Mississippi State. Miles Bailey smacked a couple of homers on the weekend while hitting .556, the start of the show for sure. At 5, Oregon State lost on day 1 to St. Mary's and then had to make it out of the elimination bracket. That is not easy to do, but the offense just came alive, scored 20 runs in another game against St. Mary's, then had to beat USC twice in the regional finals and put up 14 and 19 runs in each game. Trent Caraway hit 5 bombs on the weekend, which is unreal. At 6, LSU did lose an unexpected one to Little Rock and then had to come from behind in the if necessary game, but came out on top 10-6 to advance to the Supers. Really impressive pitching performances by both Cade Anderson and Anthony Ianson on day 1 and 2, and then the offense came through to get it done. 7, Coastal avoided playing Florida, but swept the weekend with 2 wins over East Carolina, put up 18 runs in a game. At 8, Tennessee, big jump from their original seeding. Tough regional, had 1 loss to Wake Forest, but then followed it up with an 11-5 win. Liam Doyle came in to close. All hands on deck, but the Vols got it done. 9, UCLA, another big jump from the original seeding of 15, was really impressed by the Bruins. Just an offensive explosion all weekend. Big performance at the plate from Peyton Brennan and lots of guys stepping up even outside of Rock Chalowski. 10, let's go Louisville, went from unseeded to number 10 after making it out of Vandy's regional. Took down the 1 seed in a close 3-2 game on day 2, then closed it out against Wright State, who upset the Commodores in the elimination bracket. 11, massive jump for UTSA, who was also unseeded and beat the 2 seed Texas twice in the regionals to advance to their first ever Super. Beat them 3 times this season, undefeated in the regionals. I think this UTSA team showed they are legit, can seriously produce runs against great pitchers, outstanding defensive plays. I am rewarding them for it in the re-rank. 12, I have Duke, who made it out of Georgia's regional, was also super impressed by their performance. Wallace Clark hit over 640. 13, we've got West Virginia, beat Clemson 9-6, then took down Kentucky by a run in the regional final. I kind of view UTSA, Duke, West Virginia, all the same tier here. Arizona as well at 14, could maybe have them higher, but they didn't have to go through Oregon to make it out. Still an impressive 14-0 win over Cal Poly. Aaron Walton was 4 for 5 with 6 RBIs. And lastly, we have Miami at 15 and Murray State at 16. Really impressive for the Canes to take down Alabama and Southern Miss. Beat them by 1 run in the regional final. I could have had them higher and justified it, but with so many good performances in Southern Miss as the 16th seed, this felt reasonable. And then Murray State, unreal, advancing to their first Super as well. Took down Ole Miss and Georgia Tech. Won by 1 run in the final game. Ole Miss came back late, but then the comeback was shut down. Dustin Mercer hit over 550 on the weekend. Can't understate how impressive this was, making it out of an incredibly difficult regional. That's my top 16 re-rank. Let me know yours in the comments.